I'm shooting here! Chad. Welcome to BACCO on YouTube. My name is Brandon. I teach kids between the ages of 8 and 12 how to draw, more specifically drawing cartoons. Episode 2 is going to focus on the face. And if you've spoken to any of my students, they know we kind of do things a little differently. We don't just draw a face, we take it to another step. We get really creative. We come up with interesting ways on how to draw a face, which is very similar to what we're doing today. Today we're not just drawing a face, we're drawing somebody stepping on a Lego at 2 a.m. Let's get going. I have my Autodesk sketchbook open and we are drawing just the face today, not the body. So we're going to start off with a skull, a circle, which would basically be from the nose all the way to the top of the head. I want to know which way this guy's turning, at what angle his face is. This is going to be a 1/4 turn and slightly up. So we're going to have the plus sign like this. A chord, figure out where everything is. Like the eyes will be here. And again, this is in the very rough stage. You want to be able to put a third eye right in between. You want to know where the nose goes. You kind of want to know where the mouth goes, maybe right here. And I'll put the chin down here. The eyes, I did the eyes already. The ears start from right around the top of the eye to right around the bottom of the nose. So, again, it's curving around. This is like a ball, a sphere. Everything's curving around. Now that you kind of know where everything goes, again, 2 circles for the eyes, a little line for the nose, a little line for the mouth. I'll put a little thing right here. This is where the eye socket goes. If you feel the side of your face, the cheek, the head, the forehead, and right in between, just to the side of your eyes, you feel that little indentation. That is the eye socket. So you want to put that right there. Now, we'll do a forehead, hairline. Most people part their hair from the left to the right. They're right-handed, so we'll put the part right here. Again, just a line. We'll erase most of this later on. Now, I want a bridge of a nose. Because he's facing this direction, if he was facing this direction, I'll put the bridge on this side. But because he's facing this direction, we're going to put the bridge on this side. He's looking up a little bit, so I'm going to put a triangle right here. You're seeing the bottom of the nose. Again, I'll add shape later on, but right now I just want to put a triangle. Maybe a few little dots on each side. Now, he's stepping on a Lego. This isn't like, oh, I stepped on a Lego. It's itchy or ow. No, stepping on a Lego at 2 a.m., you're freaking out. So one eye is going to be really big. The other eye, not as big, but as you can see, I'm really taking liberties here with how shapes of eyes look. I put this right here. This little line right here, this is the cheek right here. I just do it. It's just something I do, especially if the person's looking up a little bit. The cheek will it'll kind of get in the way of the eyes, just a little bit, especially if you're looking up. So I'll do that. The eyebrows, which are a big deal when it comes to expression. I tell the kids this all the time. Yeah, you want those eyebrows really up there. And if you even want to, because it's 2 a.m., you can put a little shadow right here. So far, so good. We will add shape to this eye later on. Right now, it's just a circle. Now the mouth. Remember, this circle right here I drew is the head. The head does not move. The jaw moves. So usually, I'd put a chin right here. Everything pivots from right here. This is the pivot point. If you feel the bottom of your ears right where the jaw touches your earlobe, and you open or close your mouth, there's a pivot there. So what we're going to do is bring this chin all the way down. Bring it up like this. So far, so good. Again, a lot of this is going to be erased. I just want to get a pretty good idea where everything's going to go. Now, I want a mouth. And if I'm going to draw a mouth, it's going to be like, ah! So I want a very expressive mouth. I just don't want to, ooh. No, no, no. Stepping on a Lego at 2 frickin' a.m. This is not a good evening for him. He is not having a good time. Now look at this. Remember where I drew the chin? I want more of a chin. It looks a little too rounded for me. I want you to make your mistakes in this stage right here, the chicken scratch stage. Not with final pencils, and definitely not with inks. Please, not with inks. So, I'm going to go back. I want to put the chin about right here. There we go. That's more like it. And I've got this lip right here. I might do an opposite line right here for the chin area right here. Give it a little bit of shape. Again, no great details just yet. We haven't gotten there yet. There we go. Now, before we do anything in here, we kind of placed everything where it's going to be. Now I want to know where the hair is going to go. Again, no details just yet. Let's just kind of rough it out. Again, side of the face, but usually the hair will go about right here. And right away I can tell you the ear's too far back. Again, this is why you don't do a lot of details until I say so. Remember that rule from episode 1. You don't know what you're going to be changing. No clue. Absolutely no clue this early in stage of drawing this. You see what I did there? I just erased the entire side of his face, basically. Why am I committed to that ear? Why do I care about that ear? Even if I put it on paper, it's digital of course, in the rough phase, if you don't like it, erase it. Get it out of there. Put something else in there you like. You are not committing to anything yet at this stage. Right now, you're just trying to figure everything out. And if you want to erase the whole side of the face and start over again, you didn't put a lot of time and energy into it because it's all chicken scratch. So don't worry about it. Just erase and start over again. Let's continue. So I'm going to draw a slightly bigger ear. And the hair goes about right here. I don't know why I drew a bigger ear. I just did. Oh well. This is actually looking a little weird right here. I'm going to erase that because it's bothering me. And the hairline, I don't like it. So we're going to bring it back just a little bit. Again, I'm just kind of figuring out where I'm going to put the eye. There we go. That's what I want. Kind of a weird cross-eyed thing. See what I just did there? I just drew a bunch of little circles, very light circles, just to kind of gauge where I want the pupils of the eyes. I didn't say, well, it's going to go right there, or it's going to go right there. No, I played around with it a little bit. And I kind of like this. And when something's happening to someone, something extreme, like pain, usually I'll make the pupils very small. I don't know why. It's just my personal preference. I'm going to do the tongue first, because I want the tongue kind of sticking out a little bit. So if the tongue is sticking out, it's going to be forward ahead of the bottom of the teeth. So I want to draw that first, and then just a little semblance of the teeth right there, because we're not really seeing it. The tongue is out ahead of it. And the top teeth right there. Now you could start kind of doing this. No, I don't like that at all. I'm looking at this face. I can tell you right away the mouth isn't big enough. Right away. Take the mouth off, see? Little shapes. I want the mouth to be bigger. There, that's more like it. Of course, I'm going to change the chin a little bit. In the rough stage, sometimes it's okay to just take a step back, proverbially speaking, of course. You're not really stepping back. But you just want to stop for a moment and take a look at it and see if you like the shapes. I didn't like the shape of the mouth. I didn't like it at all. So that's better. That's much better. Okay. So now we're going to go up to the hair. That's, again, I just kind of rough out where I want the hair. Obviously, it's at 2 a.m., so the hair is going to be a little scruffy. Like this. Bedhead. Don't know why he's up. No clue. But there you go. Long neck. Stretching out. Maybe some shoulders. Maybe some collarbone. Yeah. Let's give him some pajamas. Why not? There we go. Now I'm looking at this and I want more of a chin. Again, we're at this early stage, you look at it and you say, yeah, I don't know about that. There we go. Something like that. Maybe not that. It looks like it's stuck on with tape. There we go. Some kid's getting busted. I'm telling you right now. Some kid is not going to have a good morning. Or maybe a good evening. I don't like the ear. So out goes the ear. In comes a new one. And again, at this early stage, play with it all you want. Do not commit yourself to any lines. Because as you start building this face, you're going to start seeing things you don't like. At first, you're like, oh, I like that. That looks amazing. I'm the greatest artist in the world. 2 minutes later, I don't like it. Don't commit to it. Get rid of it if you don't like it. So let's erase this stuff right here. Don't need this anymore. And what I like to do sometimes, like I did here, a little shading. Because it's 2 a.m. Maybe a little shading up here. And obviously a little shading inside the mouth because the light cannot get inside the mouth. It's a cavity, so. And I would probably put a little shading down here. And there you go. So there's the final version right there, all inked in and ready to go. Again, I don't want to focus on inking just yet. It'll more than likely be an entire episode of BACCO on YouTube. There's just so much going into inking, so many nuances, so many choices, decisions to be made. I'd like to devote an entire episode to it, but right now I'm working on framework only. Get the foundation down before you start working on the final details. So, that is somebody stepping on a Lego at 2 a.m. Please, don't forget to hit that like button. Yes, right there. That like button. And that subscribe button if you so inclined. Please. So, there you go. It is what it is, and that's that. And I'll see you next time on BACCO on YouTube. See ya!